It's that time of the year when everybody wants to go outside and enjoy the beautiful fall season, or at least it's getting to be that time of year. And, of course, a lot of us will head out there with fishing gear or hunting gear, and we'll explore the great state of Michigan very soon. This is the Travel Michigan Radio Show. I'm Dave Lorenz, along with Michelle Grinnell, and we're ready to talk hunting and fishing.
We are, and we have we love having our friends with the Michigan Department of Natural Resources on the show. And today we have Katie Keene, who is a wildlife technician with the DNR, and she is here to tell us about all sorts of different hunting opportunities that you have in Michigan coming this fall. So welcome to the show, Katie.
Thank you, Michelle.
So when does the fall hunting season really kind of kick off?
You know, it's crazy that it's already here, but seasons have already started, kind of with the first of, right after September 1st is when things typically kick off. We start with, this year we had our first time in nearly 50 years. We have an early teal season. It's actually running September 1st through the 7th.
An early teal? We all dress in a certain color? What is that?
I love it.
My kind of hunting.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
I get into mauve.
Teal are a very fast-moving, small waterfowl, so they're a duck. They're one of our earliest migrants, so we tend to see them kind of as the first flocks of ducks start migrating. So typically we hunt teal during the normal waterfowl season, but this year in Michigan, we have a 3-year experimental teal season. So from September 1st through the 7th, we're hunting teal only during these September 1st through the 7th. And again, it's experimental because this is the first time we've done it in nearly 50 years. We're only taking one bird, so we need to make sure we're only taking teal. We're pretty excited about this. We got some awesome information on our website, michigan.gov/waterfowl. If you want to learn how to ID teal, learn more about them, kind of hone in your skills.
Well, that's got to be tough, trying to just pick out one type of duck, because they generally, of course, are in the same regions when they take off. They take off at the same time, I would presume, and that's tough.
Well, teal are pretty neat because, again, they're very small, they're fast-flying, so their wing beats, waterfowl hunters really can key on to shapes and then also how they fly and in groups. And so teal are usually found in groups. They're usually really quick-moving, quick-flying, and then also the habitat. You know, teal are going to be in those open areas where the other duck we might be seeing this time of year would be wood ducks, and they're going to be more in a forested timber-type area. So just by learning a few things to look for, which you can do on our website, you know, you could try out this quick little season we have. Also, goose season. Early goose season has started up across the state September 1st. And so we have lots of folks who, you know, with an opener being on Labor Day, that was great for folks to get out and give things a try.
Canada geese?
Yes. Yep.
Really? I guess I didn't realize we hunted Canada geese.
You know, we control wildlife populations in Michigan through hunting. So geese are one of those animals that we have lots of geese throughout the state.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they migrate in. We also have residents that will stick around all year long. But this early hunt starts September 1st. And, of course, the state is divided up into zones, so you should always refresh yourself with where you're going to hunt and those rules. And, again, by going to our website, we have a beautiful waterfowl digest we just completed with all those rules, regulations inside of it.
So what else is there to hunt this season?
Oh, my God. Yeah. I mean, again, there's so much. So if you want to maybe be on land a little bit more, we have our grouse season that's kicking off September 15th. Michigan is top third in the nation for grouse hunting. It's a real big destination state. We have a lot of folks who travel from southern states coming up to Michigan to hunt ruffed grouse. Yeah, it's really exciting. We have a new program kicking off this year called the GEMS, Grouse Enhanced Management Systems, and we're just showcasing some areas for grouse hunting to hunters. So maybe if it's someone wanting to give it a shot, never have done it before, or maybe it's just someone looking for new places to go. We're advertising these areas for folks to go hunt, and they're called the GEMS. So we're talking about it a lot right now if you're signed up to receive DNR email, or maybe you read some hunting publications in the state, you could be reading about the GEMS.
Now, I've gone on a pheasant hunt, and that was kind of in a, I guess I'll call it kind of a controlled like a private hunting ground area, and I presume they plant a lot of the pheasants there. Is that the same thing with grouse, or are you kind of out there in wilderness trying to find them?
Great question, Dave. No, grouse are naturally occurring. We manage habitat. Actually, a lot of the timber work that we do around the state, a lot of timber sales, is a great benefit for wildlife habitat. Wildlife like young forests, and they like different aged forests. So when we manage for timber, we're also managing great wildlife habitat, and that's why we have such great grouse hunting areas, is they love young aspen, and northern Michigan has a lot of young aspen in it. So we've got great numbers of birds. They flush. They also drum on logs, which is really neat to hear them do that. You can go to our website and listen to what a grouse sounds like when they drum. But no, these are naturally occurring. We don't plant them. We just provide for their habitat, and they come.
Of course, in November, everybody who's had any experience in Michigan knows that the big game animal at that time of the year is a white-tailed deer. But earlier in the season, do we have elk hunting?
We do. We actually have elk. We just completed one of our elk seasons. So elk are only found in that northeast part of Michigan, and we manage for a certain population of elk up there. So we have a very limited hunt. What that means is we have a lot more people who want to hunt elk than we have elk licenses. So every year folks apply to hunt an elk, and so we had our first season that just completed, and then they're going to have 2 more chances yet in September to hunt elk, and then we have a whole new hunt starting in December. Michigan.gov/elk will tell you the history of elk, more about how to apply if this is a hunt you're interested in. But yeah, we do have an elk season here in Michigan too.
This is something my husband is trying to get. He has put in for his elk license. Mind you, he doesn't hunt, but he's determined he's going to do the elk hunting at some point. So it is very competitive.
Well, they're big animals, so be careful for what you wish.
So I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do when we get one, but
you'll have a lot in your freezer. Another way you can hunt elk in Michigan is by applying for the Pure Michigan Hunt. This is where folks can win every limited hunting license that the DNR has. So the elk license, for instance, is limited. You can't just go buy one over the counter. So by applying for the Pure Michigan Hunt as many times as you want for $5, you can put yourself in the running to win these licenses and a great prize package from Michigan businesses and organizations who are supporting hunting in Michigan. So we have more about that at michigan.gov/Pure Michigan Hunt. But that elk tag is the big one for the Pure Michigan Hunt. But of course they also get bear, spring and fall turkey, antlerless deer, and first pick opening morning at any of our managed waterfowl hunt areas. Well,
that's cool. It'd be a good thing to win. I have to quickly ask you, we have just a short amount of time left, but turkey. I mean, turkeys are everywhere these days, and of course they own the world. So when is the fall turkey season?
We do have a fall turkey season in Michigan, although, in northern Michigan, we don't... We only have a few select counties that are open for fall turkey hunting. So you'd want to make sure you look at your fall turkey hunting rules, michigan.gov/turkey.
And they are kind of fun to watch because they just kind of take over. So it's interesting. Of course, the hunting, fishing season in fall, so it's a great one in Michigan. And to find out more, where to go, how to do all this stuff, just go to michigan.gov/DNR, and they'll help you out. We want to thank Katie Keene for being with us today from the Michigan DNR. Can't believe it, we're already out of time for this week's segment of Travel Michigan. It does go fast, so we invite you to join us next week. And we're thankful that you joined us this week. On behalf of Michelle Grinnell and the entire team of Pure Michigan, we thank you for being here. We want to thank Mark Blackwell for engineering today's program. And I'm Dave Lorenz, inviting you next week right here to Travel Michigan, where your trip begins at michigan.org.